That's right. Hey. Hey. God is funny, dude. He gave me looks like this. The social skills of a pellet. It. It gave me. But being a loner, man, it's something about it because I don't really want to even consider myself being a loner because I don't think that I am. I believe that I'm capable of having friends and people and all this stuff. It feels like I'm always in a transitory period. Like I'm always transitioning into something all the time, even though I'm not. You know, I'm always, you know what I'm saying, moving out the house or moving into a house. But I'm never ever settled into, you know what I'm saying? I never like, okay, this is like, no, we gotta, you know what I'm saying, we gotta go somewhere else now. We gotta do something else now. We've been here too long. It's been 5 seconds. I didn't even, great. But guess what? We're out of here. So it's kind of funny. It's like, because there's this push and pull between me not wanting to be around people and wanting to be around people. And like equally them feel the same way I feel, maybe. I don't know because I don't know how people think I feel, but I'm saying that my projection of that feeling is what gets, me all in my head. You know what I mean? It's to think. But yeah, it's like I don't mind um, myself. And if anything, as the days go by, it's actually kind of like it's a critical thing because when you get so much, when you wrap yourself so much into being, and you involve yourself in that within that being, it's it's nice. It's kind of nice. And when you try to put this being, your thoughts and feelings, out into the world for other people, you kind of really quickly realize that it's not worth it. Not as far as uh, art, and expressing things and doing stuff like this, and but when you try to put your best foot and most vulnerable foot forward, something happens. When you try to because I was told that I speak on pseudo stuff. It's not, but it kind of is because it kind of can't. It's not a science that can automatically, it hasn't been, nothing I say has been tested. And so when you have, once again, and this is what I've wanted to get on with another video too, when it comes to like being psychological. It's like I said, it's the in and out type of thing where it's like I have what I believe to be great ideas, and we can throw in opinions if you like. Um, that I believe in a weird world, my world, cool world, the best world, is fact. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, like it's fact. Like it's kind of hard to refute, and even if you do, somewhere along the lines, I'm still, you know what I'm saying? I still got something. I'm still on to something, and so that's the kind of like, you know what I mean? Like I have great ideas. I have a good idea, you know? I have a good idea of things, even if it's an assumption of where things are, or at least trying to get close to that track. But when it comes to, like I said, it's a psychological thing too, where it's always that type of game. Even though there's physicalities and all these other realms brought into play, it's always still, like I always say, it's like being scared of nothing, which is a couple, you know what I'm saying? Is a couple of them, you know what I'm saying? But being scared of nothing, it's like, for one, very much so. They're not necessarily scared. We cool like that, right? Please, you know what I'm saying? Please don't. Please be cool, right? Come on, God, please, man. All positive. We cool, right? Being scared of nothing, because of course, like, you don't fucking know. You don't know what nothing is, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what that no thing is. And also, actually being scared of nothing. Have you noticed most of the time, like, when you get scared, and, like, you think about it, nothing actually happened. Nothing happened to you. You know what I mean? That, like you're fine. Like, you can say that you were scared of what, though? You can say the scream, but of what really, though? Or you can say that it was really quick, like, but but nothing. Nothing, because nothing actually happened to where that fear that you had was actually justified. Not really. You know what I mean? And so that, like I say, that's the weird back and forth game I see myself having to play, to where it's like, you're not, you know what I'm saying, wrong. Or that situation, did you really, but did you die? But did you die? But did you die, though? Well, then you're fine. And what's wrong? What's, you know what I'm saying? What's the issue? If you're still around. And it seems like it comes out in my life, in my speech as well. When it comes to, like, you know what I'm saying? Just, like I said, trying to have a conversation or do things and realize, like having a conversation with the person may be more, I wouldn't say difficult. If I don't have a solid purpose, or if I don't feel, if you don't have a solid purpose to, like, talk to me, I'll do this thing to where it's like I know it's like this shit test in a sense, man. It's like that's the best way I can explain it. I know the ladies know, man. I know the women know. It's like a shit test though, but it's like you claim that you may not want me, or you don't claim nothing, but you know you see, this is where it gets fuzzy and funny. But it's like, let's say as a man and a woman, you wanna, you know what I'm saying, you talk to me, you're interested in me in some form of fashion, and you know who I am and what I'm about. You know who I am. I express every bit of who I am and what I am about and what I do and what I like to do. And I'm very forward within that, and I show it as much as possible. I realize it's very important to do so. That's why I start to do it. I realize this is necessary. If I leave this earth and don't actually express myself as much as I possibly can get out, then, really what was it all for? At least for me is what I mean. Because that's just kind of what I'm getting into. Is like, I'm so to myself, but now I have to realize that it's very important for me to not just keep all this to myself. I have a lot to get out. Let me not hold on to it. It's the back and forth of, well, but I'm not really like that. I don't really, you know what I'm saying? That's not really me. It's not my thing. It's not. But I have to do it. So, like I said, like I noticed when you're like interested, right? Because I've gone through all these things, it kind of puts me at a point when I see that you're interested. I have to actually know that you're interested, and you just not just thinking, or you're like, because it's I don't know why I would do it, and I don't know how, but it's just something I can't. It's just like, dude, I have to know, and I'm piecing together that's maybe what it is, but I just feel like I kind of have to know. I don't like that you know what I'm saying. I get that people are vague. I get that people are like, they got to play the game. I get that people don't want to take, certain accountabilities and things like that. I'm not even saying that like it's a negative and this, that, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? You want to kind of keep things as squeaky clean as you can. I get that. You don't want people to know that you do what you do. I get that. You don't want receipts. I get that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to say the wrong thing and somebody take it and run with it, or send something and somebody take it and run with it, or do something and somebody take it and run with it. You know what I'm saying? I can, I get this. I see this. I know this. But, it's just kind of a interesting dynamic when, you have to be as forward and honest and as upfront and all that as possible, and typically the other person doesn't really have to do that. Like, you have to do it because you know, right? So so you do the thing because and so you do the thing because and so you do it, and that person doesn't really like know, and that's why I do what I do. I just sometimes feel like I wouldn't say embarrassed, but it's just like I think on it and I'm like, but it's like, but if I don't do it, then I don't know, and I don't like not knowing. And so like I say, so I'll play and I'll say things, I'll do things, and I'll purposely just be honest and straightforward. I don't know if this makes sense, because it's like, well, yeah, isn't that what you're supposed to do? Isn't that what you want to do? Duh. But it's like, no, screw it. Like, I want to know. So I'll just, this is something I do. And it's like, oh, or this is how I like, and this is to do, this is how I like to think, or this is things that I'm interested in. Do you like this? And, it won't be like, but it's just be like, I'm cause I don't know, man. I guess it's just, I'm tired of it. I don't know, maybe I was more back then, so like cooler with playing the game and playing wherever it be, the waiting game or the whatever game, whatever game to play. I feel like I was more open to doing that when I was younger. Nowadays it's like I don't have time to wonder for 6 months or however long, weeks now, to wonder if you like me or not, and it's, or whatever the case, and we can't do business together, even not even just always like relationship wise, and you not even, I can, what I'm saying, you don't even trust yourself. You can't even, you don't trust the process in this situation that's going on. You don't trust, there's a lot of not trust going on. And I don't like, what I'm saying? So I like to peep game and see that and see if that's there or not. And I think that, like I said, because I would do things like that and not really have an explanation, but just like, this is, so it's like, man, kind of like want to know. I want to know, what is this? What is going on here, you know? I don't have time to sit and guess. Do you like me or not? Are we gonna do business or not? Are you you know what I'm saying? Because it's the whole, oh, well, you don't, the 100% shots, you don't, whatever. And that, you know, well, you know, you gotta know how to say the right things. And it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It's just, and then it's like, yo, you know? And so I'm noticing that it's like nice, and this is where I say that whole flippity flop. It's nice to kind of like not have to deal with that and really go, well, you know, it's a beautiful thing to be alone and be like, yeah, and not be lonely and be like, be alone and be like, dude, you know, because it's like there's times where I've been on like dates or things like that and be thinking real hard, how cool it'd be if I was by myself right now. It'd be really fucking solid right now if I could like not be here. And be thinking like, I like the chick. I wanted it. Just, and it's just like, And so that's a weird thing I gotta figure out for myself is what I mean. I think mainly that's why I'm coming on here. Because there's something about it. Because it's like I don't ever want to stop like finding out, shooting shots in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Getting in the gym, shooting some shots, you know, or whatever. Playing the field, you know, asking, checking, whatever. But like I say, as this time goes by, I don't really know. I don't really know the point of it all now. Like I said, I do better when it's about business and it's clear motives and we have a goal in mind and we just getting things done. It seems like, you know, there's a lot of extra with anything else, I'll say. A lot more mental hoops to run through, if you will, when it comes to anything else. And like I said, I keep playing it. That's why I want to know what's up with myself, because like I keep doing it anyway. I keep trying and talking and seeing people and, you know what I'm saying, like DMs and stuff like that, and responding. You know what I mean? Mainly that's what I mean. Just like, because like I say, some people I don't even, you know, you came on to me and it's weird. Like, I don't know. You know? It's like one of those things. Yeah, man, but I gotta see for myself, because it's like I said, who doesn't like talking to it? You know what I'm saying? Talking to women, bro. Who don't like? But yeah, it just seems like business is more important. Seems like there's not even a point to, it's like nowadays, to even like, it just, that doesn't even seem like a real factor. It doesn't even seem real of a thing to like look for. It feels odd to even talk about. It feels weird to even be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like people still do that. People still like, you know, talk to like see where things may take them. That's, you still do that? That's what it feels like. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you do? Lame. You know what I mean? Like, lame. What the fuck is that? You actually try to like figure out a person out to actually connect with them. You know what I mean? But again, I keep saying it, but I haven't gotten to it. But I gotta figure it out for me, because it's like, I feel like I look for too much. Oh no. for another person to do. Kill me, mom. For another person to do, you know what I'm saying? I look for too much. And the ADHD, man, it takes it literal for me, man. Sometimes too. It's like if you tell me something, don't like if you say something. I don't, like, is that my thing? Is that just me? But like, if you say something or if you're on that vibe or tip, like, what is that? You know what I mean? Like, why isn't it? But just don't say nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? If it's not what it is, don't say it. Or, you know, or at least, you know, say why you said, give it some context, something, explanation, something. But don't just say that. Don't just say stuff. You know what I mean? You can't just say stuff. But that's what I'm, here we go again, but it's like that psychological thing where I have to like, that's where my life is, dude. It's way more, it's always just been way more. But did you die? But did you die? Well, figure it out then. So yeah, man, it brings me back to like this funny life, because it's like I put loner with a life, God, funny, or funny, don't do well alone, but when I do talk, it's like, yo, that's a lot, yo. What you getting on about? You want to connect? Well, I'm not getting in that energy. I'm not getting that energy. That's what I put. Like, they don't get it. Like, they're not. It's like, yeah, I think that's the best way I can explain it, is like, I overwhelm people. I'm so ready for connections and so willing to be open to them that it's off-putting. But what people consider relationships and timing and taking things slow, like, it doesn't, I don't know. Like I mean, like the amount of confidence people have in within this life and time, and being here, and knowing that things will, like, it's just, it's, I don't know, dude, it's weird to me. Like, they just know that life is gonna, like, because I'm saying, that's what I'm saying is my thing, because it's like my chart, but it's like, because like I got the, you know what I'm saying, like I'm real heavy in the cold world when it comes to my individualism, you know, individualism. I'm real into it, but what I'm striving for, you know, is, if you know the whole chart thing, is friends, and, you know, Aquarian energies, even though my first is like all underworld stuff. So it's like I always get the I always think of that episode with the Powerpuff Girls, and they all turn into like the different, like, version, like a different version of themselves. I can't remember the other two, but I just remember, like, oh, because it was like they wanted to be real superheroes, and so, you know, like Buttercup turns into like the black thing, and she's always like in the shadows and never really, like, that's I always think of like that, like, just always having to be ducked off somewhere and just tucked away until she's needed, you know, until the time, but, you know, just takes a second for her to get there, but once she's there, then it's on, you know what I'm saying? That's what I think of. But then, you know, like I said, so I have that, but I need I don't need. I love. I do need. Of course, that's what I mean too. But I don't need. But I want. I'd like to have. It'd be nice to have. Um, and I would say first, better understanding and all that other stuff for myself. But to have people that I can really like, be cool with like that, and really get me. And that's what I mean. Is like not be afraid that I'm super open, super cool, super down, super whatever. Let's do it. Whatever. Fuck it. Right now, let's go. Whatever. If it's something that's aligned with what I'm doing, if it's something that can get money, if it's something that can get some status, some fucking, god damn it, some, I don't give a shit. I really at that point is what I mean. Is I really don't even care. I be serious about stuff like that. Like I don't. Because now it's just happening, and that's fun, and that's all I'm really. So when we have all of that, and then boom, let's go, and that's all I really care about. You know what I mean? I don't like the other stuff doesn't, because like I know I'm secure within that group, that thing that will, that's pushing to do and all this other stuff, and is really for me that real tribe vibe. But I'm just saying, just like it doesn't matter to me necessarily that I do it really like anything. I don't know, to say that. It's just like really damn near anything. I'm down to do stuff. As long as, and that's what I'm getting into, is I have the people around me that I feel the most comfortable around, and I know really have my back and will really support me, and not in the way that, because that's a hard one to really, when I say support, but we are on it together, support, not in any other way other than, well, we both found ways for ourselves, and not just because we individually are doing something for ourselves, but because we know, hey, look, we talked about this thing, and now we know we need to go here, 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 and do these things, and we know we don't even have to be in the same. Yes, we can be close, but we don't even have to. It could be whatever. You know what I'm saying? Long distance ain't all that cool, but we have enough of a conversation to where we can make that happen. We are close enough that we can blah, 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 blah. Even if we don't live together is what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Like, that whole thing. So it's like, going into it, it just feels real good when I know that that person really, really wants to be within whatever I'm also doing and can only help make it make sense. So it's not I'm doing stuff and you're doing stuff. It's like, dude, that's so lame to me. We are doing these things together, and we, like, boom, like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how many people, like make teams. Like, they make a team. Or people, because people are so ready to, like, you know what I mean? Like, back in the day, you know what I'm saying? David Ruffin wanted to be the dude. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to stump out Otis and What's His Nuts and all the other ones, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like people band together, but not everybody is a team. And so I don't know how much like people like make that happen. But like I say, if I when I find those people, I know that it'll what can happen. You know what I'm saying? There's so much possibilities. So many when you have the right minds around you. I've seen glimpses of it. But it's just like, you know what I mean? When you really find those people, I feel like there's still an energy. You know what I mean? There's still an energy out there that I'll feel. But that's my deal, is like trying to, or doing things that really get my mind into more of a space of being able to talk and relate to people because I'm so used to being behind the scenes, a cult behind the scenes. Somebody said, you need to go wash your ass, you know what I'm saying? But they ain't let you know. That's a cult. Boom. You ain't know that they said it. Simple stuff. And so it's like when I'm to myself and I'm really just in my own world. You know what I mean? And you see the world for what it be. It's kind of easy to be by yourself, but before it was but now it's like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Even in times that I do get invited to stuff, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I like to know that people really want to be around me because they want to be around me. Tell me you don't want to be around me right now. That's how much you like being around me and want to and feel comfortable with me. That you'll let me know things like that. That you'll show me that you can go and leave and come back, or whatever we go through in life, it can happen and we find our ways. You know what I'm saying? But like, that's what I'm looking for. Shit like that, dude. People like that, like this. I don't know, man. 8 billion people on this goddamn planet, and I feel like I'm kind of cool with being by myself. That just don't even sound right. That don't even sound right. It's just funny that I know I'm not alone in that statement, though. Just odd. It's interesting. And people are cool with that and know why. You know what I'm saying? The whole crab thing. You know what I'm saying? On the bottom of the bucket. It's just like people kind of know why. And it's kind of sad. And like I said, and I go back to the whole leader energy. Like, well, lead singer energy, I'll say. Where it's like, you know what I'm saying? People band together. And everybody can have a good team, And some people want to be David, you know what I mean? Which is cool and all, but don't forget about everybody else, man. And that's the mindset I mean when it comes to one person. It's like, but what, like, let's not forget that we are sinking this thing together. like if we work together, we work together. Let's hurry and get this shit done. All this extra to try to get something to talk about, to try to get something to talk about, to try to get something done. Let's wait and see bullshit, bruh. Man. I don't know, because it seems like, dude, that's the type of stuff that I'm saying. It's like, yo, what do we, in my mind, I'm super patient, man. I'm super to myself. I can, but I get so annoyed. I get so irritated, bro. So easily. It's like, what are we doing, dude? Okay, yeah, man. I could maybe not come on so strong. This is true. And I say that with a lot of people because that's just, you know what I'm saying? I get so ready. I'd be so happy to, like, get stuff done and talk about what we can do and all this stuff. And it's just odd that it's so, you know what I'm saying? So off-putting. Why is it so off-putting that you know what I'm saying? That I'm happy to engage with you. You know what I'm saying? I know it's also mainly because of my awkwardness and all that stuff. But that's I'm getting into, and this is a journey because it's like I don't think that because like it's weird because I noticed this too. But when I like talk to people that I feel I'm really comfortable with, and they're comfortable with me, it's almost like I kind of can't be awkward, or I kind of can't be like it's almost like it's kind of hard for there to be an energy of like what is that, you know, like whoa, like what's that? And it's like I just you mean what it is? What is me? What? Yeah, man. Yeah, it's just it's you know. So yeah, I find it funny, dude. I think it's just because that's just how it works with the whole. You know, you gotta strive for that thing to make it there. Of course, it's gonna be really weird and awkward and stuff, and you're like, oh my god, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course. You know, you're freaking. But maybe there is something to look forward to, type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah, I am a loner. Yeah, you know. But in what sense? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting to. You know, it's like in what sense am I? You know what I mean? Yeah, man, I'm a loner with a life, man. It's funny. Cause it's like not like I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm excited, dude. I actually got something going on the next couple of days. You know what I'm saying? Another little photo shoot or something. That's exciting. You know what I mean? It's like it's not like I'm not doing stuff. It's not like I'm not. You know what I mean? It's not like it's the oddest thing. It's the oddest thing. Like it's like you know. It's like a walking contradiction, dude. I swear. It's like being it's like being the coolest nerd kid, dude. Like nerdy kid ever. Like it's like nobody wants to fuck with you. Nobody really likes you. Everybody thinks you're the biggest oddball of some kind. But dude, it's weird. Like I've never really also never really been like denied in a weird way, in weird ways. I've never really like I haven't really ever like been completely shunned, if you will. I don't know how to say that. You know what I'm saying? But it's the fuck. How did that happen? Um, I haven't been shunned necessarily. So it's like it's the glass. That's the best because I said that it's like the glass case thing. It's like being encased. You know, like some David Blaine shit. You know what I'm saying? But people never really like, you know, it's because you get a good distance, so I feel fairly safe. But the intimidation factor is that why are you locked in a glass box? I can see you, so you know that's a good thing. Or I'll say that it's a two-way thing, and so it's intimidated that something might be in it. But I see that it's a glass box, so I know that it's at least contained. But I know something's in it. I can see a silhouette, you know, at least or something. But for the most part, it just looks like there's nothing in it. It's kind of like that. Like it's a good spectacle, nice to see and look at. But that's about it. You know. Like you can come up and try to touch it because like a lot of the people that try to like, but you notice, the glass is cold. You notice things like that. I think that's what I noticed. You know what I'm saying. Even though I'm very transparent, it's just like always still got something to. It's like, well, even though it's hard to explain to people, there's nothing more to me but the glass box. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to have fun, dude. I'm just trying to work and have fun. Can we not? Oh my god. And show me something, dude. Come on, man. Just show me something. It ain't that hard. Come on, man. I'm a simple fellow, dude. But yeah, so I was gonna say, it's like I'm a loner with a life. God, funny because it's like I don't do well alone. Even though I'm, especially nowadays, learning to do pretty well alone. Like I'm really starting to piece it together. But it's like before, it was hard, dude. It was hard. At times it's hard, but now it's a lot easier to like just know that I have to deal with. Before it was very difficult to have to like know that I want people and I want to have people like me and care about me and all this stuff and give a shit. But like the issue is most of the people don't know how, or what to like, or if they're, and I'm gonna have an issue with something because I'm very difficult. You know what I'm saying? It's like you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I don't know. Don't have no assumptions, dude. Just god damn it. Fuck, dude. Just god damn it. I'm a very difficult person, yes. I'm all these things, but it's just only because I was like, dude, just fucking work. Just right. I'm not when you fucking. You go back, dude. Check the record. Check the portfolios. People that I guarantee you were there for me, or at least masked it if they weren't. You know what I'm saying? They can only give the best praises, man. They can only give the best praises. The people that actually like, everybody, I don't know, but you know what I mean? I'm not perfect, shit, but you know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, the people that I knew were there for me and really like all that shit, and you could see the effort being made. Like I don't know how to do anything else. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a fucking like a machine at the goddamn like game thing, or game store or shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Arcade. It's like all you gotta do is put in a couple. Not like that though. You know what I'm saying? You just put in a couple coins, but I guarantee you, dude. I might slip up. It might fucking. But give me a second. Give me a second. Just give me a second. You know what I'm saying? Just give me a second. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but like, you know what I'm saying? You give me something, I can't help it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a simple back and forth. And so the people that would do know that I have no choice in my bones to do the same for them, if not more. You know what I mean? So it's simple to work with me. So if it's ever been, what I mean is, if it's ever been difficult for you to work with me, if I don't feel excited around you, maybe you're not that creative. If I don't feel that comfortable with you, maybe you gotta check in with yourself. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? If things didn't go as well as you would have hoped or liked, and my name was somehow attached to yours, like really, like, you know, because that's what it goes in. The whole people say, oh no, I'm not perfect, and yes, there's been situations where I definitely could have done a lot of things. But I also look at it as, in those situations, yes, I could have not done that thing. What was I not doing? What could I have not done? I could have not done that. But I did. And around who? I did, and I own up, but around who? But when I'm around people that mean no harm, have the best interest of me in mind, dude, everybody prospers easy. It's just about as simple as that. It doesn't get much, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, when I do talk, man, it's just weird. I don't know. It's like I feel like I'm missing something maybe because I have been around myself so long and so much that I think that whatever I'm talking about or whatever like thing I want to discuss or get into, it seems I don't know. I don't know what it is because I don't know what people think. But you know what I mean? I don't know. I think about it. It's like I don't even know what I was about to go with that because it's like I don't know what people really think. But it's like I guarantee you, it's not what you think. If you continue to go along with whatever wacky conversation I got going on, I guarantee you'll be more surprised at the end of it than you think you would be. Everybody has individual ways and individual conversations, so it's kind of hard to pinpoint what I mean by that, but I know what I mean by that, you know what I'm saying? If you go down that weird-ass rabbit hole of whatever I'm talking about that apparently throws certain people off, but it hypes other people up, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think, you know what I'm saying? It's like I don't really change how I talk to people, but I definitely do get mixed reviews and reactions for sure. You know what I'm saying? That's more so, like, I don't really change anything. I continue to talk like I talk. And it's just funny that, you know what I mean? I get different critiques. It's never the same. It's never really the same. But I don't really change up much of what I do. So it's not like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm going around doing different stuff. I'm still doing this. Still being myself. I'm still saying weird shit that's totally left field. I'm still, asking for weird requests. I still do it. I still play games like that just to play around and be funny. I still do stuff. But it's like, some people don't find it as interesting or as funny or as playful as I think. You know what I'm saying? I see it to be. Apparently it's not like that. Apparently it's not like that. But like I say, with the people that I do talk to and it's like that. And they like it. No matter what I do, no matter how, like I said, no matter how freaky I get, sexual I get, no matter how odd I get, no matter how playful or funny and I mean funny, like not even trying to be funny because I don't, I just be saying stuff. I just say anything. I just say stuff. And it's like, either ignore it and keep it moving, or you know what I'm saying, because they just chuck it up and know that that's just a part of me. They get it. They get it. Like, it's not that deep. It's not that serious. I'm not that deep. I'm not that serious when it comes to things like that. But it also is, and that's my deal, what I was saying earlier too. It's kind of like, I can't keep playing this game. Man, I would think that this makes it make more sense. I can't keep playing this game to where I don't really know. And so I try to have this like generic cookie cutter type of conversation with a person and they don't really know who I am. And I gotta break it to them later of what I'm trying to tell you now, so you don't think it's weird later. You don't think I'm telling you that this is what it is now. So you don't get, there's no questions. And that's the change. Just before, I wouldn't really do that because I'm like, oh, I don't really know what they would think that I want to talk about this, or I want to do this, or this is what I think about them, or whatever I feel. This is just what it is. And, you know. So now I kind of give it what it is. And, you know, I get to see. And it really is like if it sticks, it sticks. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. If it work out and they like it, cool. If not, then that's just boom. And we now know. Yes, it was a long lob, dude. It was a far cry. You know what I'm saying? But we tried. We did it. We did it, boys. You know what I'm saying? We tried, and that's all that really matters. So it's kind of like that, and that's what I mean. And it's just like realizing, you know, like I'm gonna like what I like, and I'm gonna show up, and let people know that this is what I'm like. You know, this is what it is. And if you don't like it, you ain't gotta like it. Yeah, man. So I think that's more of what, you know what I mean? Because like I say, I notice it's like that whole thing of making myself small when I talk to people, but it is an interesting process because do I not talk like this? Do I not still give myself like as much as I possibly can? Is that not what the whole goal is to be as honest as I can be and forthright and tell you what it is, you know what I'm saying? Or is it not, you know? And so I figured, well, why not just make it that and do that? Let's do that then. And so it's like, you have to go, you know what I'm saying? I noticed that that's the process, and sometimes that process is really weird, and you gotta take on however people feel or see you. And that's a hard one. That's a big one, is what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, even if it's harmless, people will still see you how they want to see you and take it however they want to take it. And like I said, certain people I talk to, I could say damn near anything and they'll like it. Nothing crazy, nothing like out of this world, nothing like, you know what I'm saying? Just stuff that's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You say stuff behind closed doors with your friends all the time and it's like wacky, whatever, and you know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's just weird. It's just weird when you like realize that process has to go through, and you might be talking to a person that feels like it's the exact opposite of how you feel. You know what I'm saying? You don't know, and you gotta still see. You know, it's fun. But I gotta say, it's just mainly because, like, dude, I'm kind of done with the whole, like, I need to see something. Hey, I'm like this. How do you feel about it? In a weird, more than that, it says, you know, there's more tact than that, but it's just like, how do you feel about it? And then it's like, alright, that's my answer. Right, cool. Now I know. Now I don't have to give nearly as much effort in this, that, and a third. Now I can just whatever. You know, that now it's just easier, you know. You know, there's less to wonder about if, you know, whatever the case may have been. It's like, dude, cause we doing something or not? Are we working together or not? Are we making business happen or not? What's going on here? That's really where I'm at. Because like I said, before I play the game, before I do it, before, you know, let's talk about nonsense, let's talk about anything, let's talk about your feelings and all this other stuff. And that's cool and all. I'm not even saying that's not, you know what I'm saying? Nothing to not, you know what I'm saying? It's cool. And yes, it really is. But it's also like, yo, we just talked about your feelings for the last couple of weeks and, you know, I'm left on red or you know, whatever case is scenario. And it's like, I could, man, you know what I'm saying? I could have. So that's it's interesting, man. So it's like, yeah, man, me being a person that is cool with taking the loner road in a sense of I get that because I don't want to make it seem like, you know what I'm saying, I'm always by myself, and that's the point I was making with the stuff. It's like I'm not always by myself, and I'm usually interacting with people, but I'm not always around people, and I don't always have people around me. I would like to interact with more people, have more experiences with people. You know, that would be cool. But no joke, man. I would love to just have a solid company around me. You know what I'm saying? Not too many people, man, for real. But just a solid company around me, and we down to do whatever we want to do, however we want to do it, and that be what it is. Which is what I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm. I just feel like I don't know, man. I don't know why I feel like I need to speed the process up or something like that, and like, which I don't think I have to. It's just kind of odd that I feel like I need to. Knowing I don't necessarily have to. You know? This is like the most comfortable I've felt in here. I mean, I usually feel pretty comfortable in here. Um, yeah, I'm just happy that after that whole debacle with the dude and the shooting and stuff, that yeah, I thought I was gonna feel way more weird. Yeah, but I don't. I feel pretty good actually. I feel still pretty chill, pretty chill. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I get this like I don't get you energy. Either I don't get you or I don't want to get you. Like whatever you got going on, I really won't. I'm really like cool with like not knowing whatever it is energy, which is fine. Like I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if it's maybe because I just don't express enough. Cause like I said, I be in chats and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really like I don't really be saying much, which is a lot to say. But I just I don't know. I just feel like when I'm around the right people, is when it needs to be said. Like things need to be said. Like when I'm on here, like if you were to see me in someone's comment section, like in someone's live chat, you wouldn't know that I could talk this much. You would know that I'd know the things that I know. You know what I mean? You wouldn't have a clue that I could, you know what I'm saying, that I am who I am if you didn't, because like I don't really say anything. Like I'll say little things here and there. I'll just try to like wisecrack and make jokes and stuff. But you know what I'm saying? If you don't really like see me, you know what I'm saying, or if I'm not talking to the right people to where I can really give the information I can really give, you won't really hear me. And it usually plays out in any scenario, whether it be text, phone, comments. I don't, whatever. It's like if I'm not talking to the right people, yeah, I don't know. If I'm not given an answer that's necessary, if I feel like it's like something that's actually going to be worthwhile to give, I come on here. I know it's going to be worth it to put this video out, or any video I put. I feel like it's way more worth it to have it here, the way I want to speak. I get all my stuff out. I really can like talk how I want, get the energy out the way I want, and it's uninterrupted. That feels right to me. Somebody's going to take some of this in and they can use it, and that feels right to me. You know what I'm saying? And so there's this weird little disconnect when you don't know, and so that's the whole thing. Like I said, I don't know what it is, but it's like people just don't want to get, and they don't want to like go into that realm. They don't want to walk into whatever I got going on. But if they do, then they're like taken back by the fact that I, say the things that I say. So it's like I'm assuming they just don't know where to take it, or I'm not saying enough, or yeah, but you can feel it, dude. And like I said, I'm cool with it. That's the issue that I have, is that I'm so used to being ignored. I'm so used to being put by the wayside that it's real though, but it's like a weird vengeance type of thing, dude, where like I know that you don't give a shit about me. Like I know this world is shiesty. I know this world is like cruel and crazy and ridiculous and all this shit. Like I know it. So I know it's gonna be like that individually. I know that I don't have to like, nowadays especially, I don't have to, you don't know who's behind that computer screen or who's behind any of this stuff or who does whatever. You don't know these people. And so when I talk like I don't know these people. If I do talk, because it's like I don't know these people. So yeah, man, it's like playing that field and seeing that those people don't have much to give back. When I do talk, I do give out these things. It's like it's like a feeler, a radar, a tester from my energy, I would think. Because I realize, like, if I give out my energy and not an energy that I think that people might, energy that people still, people might not be too fond of, or at least I would think that these people would not be too fond of that energy. That's what I'm getting at, is that I would think that these people would not be fond of it, so I don't. But if I don't give this energy that most people might not, you know what I'm saying? What's the difference? And then I'm not even, you know what I'm saying? I can't even go back in my memory and feel good about my life in those occasions, those situations, without thinking, damn, I couldn't even at least be myself in that situation. Even if they didn't like me, I was also being an ass. Like I was being a bullshitter. Like I wasn't even being real about it. At least I could have been real about it. At least I could have like said whatever I wanted to really say to them. You know what I'm saying? I could have just, screw it. Okay, they don't like me. Screw it. It wasn't cool. Screw it. Whatever. All right. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. But listen, at least I can feel good that I still was me. I did my thing. I was me in that situation. The best that I could be, I was me. Like, that's cool. And so that's the whole thing I'm going through right now, where it's like, regardless of what the outcome was, I would much rather put a feeler out that's me than try to put out fake feelings for somebody else. There's no purpose. So like I said, yeah, it might be off-putting that, you know what I'm saying? That you might get that type of response from me, whatever that response may be. But for so long, I've lived in the shadows. For other people that wasn't doing their shadow work. It really is kind of like, I don't really give a fuck, dude. Like, you know what I mean? And it kind of sucks to say, you know what I mean? But it's like, if you feel that way, I get cool, man. But, you know what I mean? I can't continue to put myself under so much scrutiny for a person at the end of the day probably don't really give a fuck about me, for real. I can't continue to put myself under this scrutiny. Like, knowing I'm not really hurting anybody, knowing I'm just I'm doing the best to be myself and learn who that is and what that means for me through other people. You know what I mean? And if I don't continue to do that, like I said, it's not going to be a fun time for me. Yeah, man. Yeah. Just a loner with a life, man. Like I say, man, I got things going on. It's not really a sad situation. It's not really, you know what I mean, any of those things. I guess, again, I'm just really speaking on the transitory period, really, like periods in my life, because it's just, damn, dude, it's just really all it seems like so far. And maybe I'm starting to get to this point where I'm getting to the other side of it all, and maybe things will start to like solidify and be more established. And I'll find, yeah, man, just find it, find the foundation, things like that. That's just all that's on my mind now at this point. Just wondering what it's gonna look like, how it's gonna be to be in that space to where I know that I don't have to like, you know what I'm saying? I could sit here and make all my dreams come true right now. You know what I'm saying? Type vibe, really. You know what I'm saying? I could sit right here and make them all happen. Type thing. Because I got so many people that are on it for me, that got it like that for me. You know what I'm saying? For us. But for me, of course. But, you know what I'm saying, dude? And I love being trusted and cared for and loved and appreciated and all that stuff that I'm able to give back mainly. Like, it's a weird thing to try to explain to people what I mean when I say stuff, and that's what I mean. It's like you gotta really know who I am, but it's really mainly me saying that this appreciation is mainly for the people that are around me that I want, because I want them to see it for themselves, to know that that's what it is, and we just doing this thing on this journey. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're doing. And so that's what I mean when I say, so I want people around me that appreciate themselves. You know what I mean? that's even that can appreciate their own company around me. You know what I mean? It's not that easy to come by. For a person to be able to trust their own energy around you. I think people get that misconstrued. It's like, no, your energy. Can you trust you enough? It's way more what I see. Can you trust you around these people? And so that's what I would like around me. People that can trust themselves around me.